with that being said and done, let's get right into it. We got Happy Chappy and Fizaru versus Ahmed and Bamya. Very oh, wrong button. Very well-known players in this lobby right here. Fizaru, level 1000 Yumiko. We got Ahmed and Bamya, two of probably the best players we have in EU right now, undoubtedly. And of course, can't forget about Happy Chappy. Also, very fearsome players in the EU 1v1 ranked queue for sure. Now, let's see how they um, pair up against each other. Because this is not 1v1s. This is 2v2. Let me move my mouse. This is 2v2s. So, starting off, we do see Fizaru grabbing the weapon and red team having the weapon advantage. Now Bamya has no weapon, still gets a delight recovery onto Fizaru. Nice combo break from Ahmed there. Nice little team combo they have going on. Ahmed and Bamya there already building up so much damage. Fizaru on 140 already, but the side sig will hit Ahmed. The downer doesn't catch. The GCD sig does, and the ground pound from Bamya coming out. Unfortunately, not being able to kill off Happy Chappy just yet, but surely enough damage on that stock to be able to do that quite swiftly. Nice little team combo coming up from blue team, but red team falling. Happy Chappy is now also on their second stock, and now Bamya has to face Fizaru, or Fizaru has to face Bamya. Fizaru comes on top out of that little battle there, and now red team has this the advantage. They have stage control, they have weapon control. Let's see if they run away. Happy Chappy just going off stage and giving blue team stage control, but doesn't really matter. Nair's their teammate. DC on their teammate. Love to see it. Fizaru's ground pounding nothing. What is happening? Blue team is running away with the advantage here. They've built up so much damage. Nice ground pound into Ensig there. The recovery will give Bamya another chance to live. Satellite recovery from Bamya. Fizaru will live that. Delight off the stage now. And like coming out to Happy Chappy, and they're they're the first person on their last stock right now. Very exciting game for sure. Delight Cider from Bamya, the downer comes out. Cider, Fizaru, Cider's Ahmed, but it will not be enough. Nice punish there from Fizaru. Down there, another down there, recovery. Nair will KO Fizaru to their last stock, but so is Bamya. Now Ahmed, the last person on their second stock, really trying to preserve their stock there and dish out as much damage as they can. The recovery drops, and Happy Chappy does not get the KO through that. Bamya, on the other hand, on the other side, is also dishing out some damage onto Fizaru. Stomp Cider. Cider, Nair coming out. Now they got Ahmed onto the last stock, but Happy Chappy on 153 damage, while Ahmed is on a white stock. Red team needs to play this really, really slowly and really carefully. That GCN kind of heard it, but Salah into Stomp Sair from Fizaru. Delight recovery from Bamya will KO Happy Chappy. Now Fizaru is on their last stock, and Salah recovery will not do it just yet. Down there, they went for the ground pound. If that would have clashed, that could have given them the opportunity to win that, but unfortunately it did not. Recovery nice, but unfortunately it will not be enough. Unfortunately, after their best efforts, it didn't work. Wait. Yes, Ahmed and Bamya won. Yes. 1-0. Alright, let's go next. Now we see the swap over to the Devil Jin from Happy Chappy. Let's see if that will change up anything, Devil Jin, or Zariel, is known to be a very, very good 2's character, so I wouldn't call this one done just yet, because maybe the if they can get a few more team combos out, that could be really, really good. Fizaru weapon starving, team combo, okay, love to see it. Satellite in there, Cider, nice team combo from Ahmed and Bamya there. Fizaru goes for the tech, but Bamya is not falling for it. Sidelight Cider coming out. Saddle recovery, disarming Happy Chappy. Disik coming out. Ooh, Disik into Nair, but saddle recovery coming out from Bamya to punish that. And like from Ahmet, will KO Fizaru. Now Happy Chappy needs to keep their stock as much as possible. They dodge the delay recovery from Bamya, but how long can they survive? Nice punish from Fizaru though. Even though their teammate lost his stock, they were able to equalize that stock very, very fast. Now Bamya still on the third stock on 44 damage. If Bamya can just keep their stock, it's wraps, really. Delay recovery. Ooh, nice team combo, and it kills! The down air connects, and that was such a clean team combo. Wow. Sidelight, delay recovery. And Sig goes for the Nair. That might be what they're going for. That might just be like their damage builder. It's a very solid combo and they've been able to hit it quite frequently. For how long the game has been going on at least. Nice punish. Sidelight, recovery coming out. Bamya gets the KO. Now Happy Chappy again, the first one to fall, but will it matter in the end? If they keep hitting a couple more team combos, it might be winnable. But ooh, recovery Nair into the side air. Fizaru holding up that N-Sig, and they get away with it. GCN light, D-Sig. The D-Sig hits. Bamya unfortunately, fortunately they make it back out of that one. I didn't expect them to live through that. GC side Sig. Sidelight coming out from Happy. Delay recovery will KO. Now everyone's on their last stock and damage is pretty much even. This could go any way. Delight Nair. GC okay, Sidelight. Nice little punish there from Bamya on their teammate. Wow, that was a really good team combo from red team, but will it be enough? Will it be enough? Nair from Ahmet. GCDC gets them punished, and that will not be the KO just yet, so they get another chance to live. Bamya still on very low health. The weapon throw saved them. The N-Sig, and that will be it. That will be game number 2 for Ahmet and Bamya. They're looking extremely dominant as ever. I mean, just look at the titles, you know what I mean? Autumn Royale champion, Winter 1v1 champion, you know what I mean? So, going into game number 3, will we see a 3-0? Will we ever see a 3-0 here? For the first game on? That'd be kind of crazy, no? I feel like it would be. Also, remind me when I don't move my mouse. Cause I forget.
3, 2, 1.
Now, game number 3, Fizaru and Happy Chappy versus Bamya and Ahmet. Red team has been struggling a lot against the spacing and the stage control that a blue team has, but maybe the skin swap will be what Fizaru needs to win this game, you know? Maybe a new skin is what it takes. Nice little unarmed battle Happy Chappy had up there. Stomp Nair, nice. Or there, my bad. They're coming out. Stomp Cider hits their teammate as well. Everyone's on very equal damage except for Fizaru. Stomp Cider. Now Fizaru is also in the same range, but that just kills. That's crazy. Happy Chappy now with stage control. Down Nair connects. Nair connects, but will not be enough. Ooh, the recovery. The reversal. The reversal is just there. GC Sidelight, downer from their teammate, another downer from their teammate. And like coming out, unfortunately it drops, or it gets punished rather. Solid recovery coming out, and it will KO again. Very, very equal game right now. Red team is kind of pulling this one back, I'm not even gonna lie. But the team combo from blue team, so much damage, so much damage. Nice. Delight, okay. Oh my god, the reversal, but Happy Chappy makes it back and Ahmet doesn't. So it worked out in the end for red team. Recovery gets down aired. Gets down aired again. Fizaru loses their stock. Now 2-1. Happy Chappy needs to keep that stock as much as possible. And what movement there to evade Ahmet and Bamya there. I was very impressive. Ahmed and Bamya already building up so much damage on Fazaru. Might as well not matter, you know? Cider, Bamya gets the KO. Nice punish there with the Enlight as well. The downer coming out, and now Fazaru is sweating. They got nothing. Downer coming out from Ahmed on their teammate. They're coming out. Little team combo stomps there. Cider goes for the Ensig hit. That would have been so crazy if that Ensig hit. That would have been so insane. Setsu coming out, but gets punished. Nice avoiding that move there from Fazaru, but the 4-hit team combo from blue team and the Cider. God, the blue team is just on fire today. The Ensig will not hit. GC Sightsig, I guess. Sideline there from Ahmed. Enlight, and that will be it. 3-0. What a first game. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a struggle keeping up with that one, especially this being the first game casting in like a while. That was a interesting one. That was a very, very interesting one. I do apologize. I do sound a little bit stuffy, but that's because I feel like I'm getting sick. That's why my voice also a little bit weird. And I also had like 3 hours of sleep. But regardless, very awesome first set. What do we think? What do we think of this first set? Also, Jack, do let me know who is going to be playing next. Okay, and I didn't realize I'm not a cat. Sky, bro, this guy, the jokester of all jokesters. No, 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 no. You know. Also, can you guys hear the game and stuff? And like audio wise, is it okay? Obviously not right now, but going into the next game, we are in um loser semifinals. We do have some very, very good players in this set, and some very well-known players as well, which I am very excited to cast. Because I do know these players are really, really good in their respective ways, you know? So, upper semifinals, we got. Wait. Boom. We got Marker and Cheesy versus Shira and Yas. Yas? Anyway. Marker should need no introduction. If you've been in EU for more than like a day, you know who Marker is. Shira also needs no introduction. Household name by this point, you know? Now Cheesy and Yas, I'm not all too familiar with, but I am looking forward to see how they play and see how they hold up against, you know, the household names. We're gonna wait for them to pick their characters and stuff, you know. I would like to know. Oh. I would like to know what you guys think of this, you know. Yes, is the future of the game, IG? Fair enough, you know, I'm not disagreeing with you. Um I think it's supposed to be like this. I think. Shira and Yas? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Right. if Yas is the future of the game, then I'm very, very excited for this next game, because, yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. And they're teaming up with Shira, which is, you know, a pretty, really, really good player by themselves. So I'm very excited to see. Now, Marker on the Olgrim, which he's pretty much known for, you know. And Cheesy on the Bryn. Again, don't know much about Cheesy. Shira on the Devil Jin, and Yas on the Chun-Li, also known as Wu Shang, you know?
3, 2, 1.
Pretty standard, you know, EU 2v2 characters. So let's see how they perform. Blue team has weapon control, now red team also has all weapons. And like coming out, D-Light N-Light from Shira, goes for another N-Light, gets punished, goes for the double Nair. Marker on the other side, edge guarding Yas. And now they're back onto the stage. Equal damage being built upon. Now blue team is a little bit behind, but that doesn't mean much. It's like 2 hits. Satellite Nair, Shira goes for the ground pound. Marker with the edge cancel fucking Cider, whatever it's called. Recovery, Cider. What a nice follow-up from Cheesy there. Nair coming out, another follow-up coming out, but unfortunately it will not hit. Ensig coming out, and that will kill. Another Ensig from Marker, and that will also kill, I think? Yeah, it does. Cheesy popping off. They get recovery, but still popping off with the follow-ups. Triple Nair from Marker. D-Sig gets cancelled by their teammate, unfortunately. Nair coming out, side air. Nice edge guard. But Shira makes it back onto the stage. Marker disarmed. D-Life recovery will take him out. Everyone on equal stocks here. Cheesy tries to go for the side air down air on Shira. It does work out for them. Side air. Nair coming out. Another Nair from Shira. Can we see a team combo? We do see a team combo, but on their own team, and unfortunately KOing them prematurely. Side air coming out. Cheesy sidestick very nicely avoided by Marker. Sidelight Nair from Cheesy. But Shira avoids the side air, avoids the ground pound, and ground pounds the Marker. That was crazy. That was real crazy there. Nair coming out, recovery from Cheesy, KOing. Now blue team on 1 stocks respectively, while Cheesy still is holding on to their 2nd stock. The team combo coming out. Cheesy is now also on their last stock. Ground pound coming out from Shira. Nair from Marker. Sidestick into GC. Sidestick, and will that KO? It will not. Maybe a weapon throw. It will not. Marker makes it back on stage with the side air. And Cheesy just not letting Yas back onto the stage at all. Ensig coming out. Will not KO. The Nair, they try to dodge the Ensig, but they get hit by it still. It will not KO them though. Yasuke makes it back onto the stage, and then now they have the gauntlet. Sidelight goes for the GC sidelight read, and Marker just reads that side air, and that is the KO right there. But Shira now KOs Marker. Now it's a 1v1 against Cheesy. Let's see what they have up their sleeve. Maybe Nair? Maybe D-Light Cider will be... Yeah, that will be a D-Light Cider will be the KO option. And it did work out. Very, very close first game, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be this close. Very, very nicely played by everyone. I don't think there's any changes in characters, nor skins from what I see. So we just hop in straight into the next one. We are going on Small Fortress of Wolves, which, in my opinion, you know, I'm not sponsored or anything, but BMG, if you want to sponsor me, please, bro, please, I need this, you know what I mean? I actually really like this. I like this more than the other one. I like this one a lot more. I find the color scheme to be a lot more pleasing to my eyes, but no one cares. Downer D-Sig. Marker on his shit again, bro. And like coming out. Nair into ground pound. Nice dodge on that ground pound from Shira, and the downer to follow up. To punish, not follow up. Satellite Nair recovery. Double recovery will KO. That will not KO. Will hit due to the fact that there's 2 double recoveries, you know? But the Ensig will KO Shira. Now Yas left to fend off on the side of the stage, but red team just doesn't care. They just go all ham on Shira and just ignore him. Or them, rather. Satellite Nair coming out. Another side light nair. Shira trying to get a game, trying to get something going. Down air, ground pound, that will be the kill. The GC Ensig will not connect. And light coming out. And a little 3-piece from Cheesy. Side sig. Red team really looking extremely dominant this game. Satellite, okay. Weapon throw. Nair coming out. Shira tries to catch that, unfortunately doesn't. Side air coming out from Cheesy. Side light. Down air. And light. Side sig will not hit. Ensig coming out. What a save from Cheesy with that nair. But both members of the red team are now out. It's equal stocks. If Yas can keep their stock until one of the members of red team falls, it could be still winnable. It's kind of difficult with 173 damage and against like the powerhouse that is Marker and Cheesy. But if they manage to do it, they might have a nice, you know, chance. What the fuck happened in the last 20 seconds? I started to rant and like a whole bunch of shit happened. End light side air will KO. Yes, but side sig gets punished by a side air and the weapon throw connects. They pick up the weapon again and the recovery will KO. What am I watching? What am I watching? Yas goes for the side air, but it will not KO. It will not hit. GC end light recovery. What even is happening? The side sig hits. The reads come out. Okay. Yas on that 1v1. But they have to get through 2 stocks. On 145 damage now. Down air coming out. The D-Sig will KO. The double chase dodge comes out. But nice dodge on that down air. D-Light N-Sig will not KO, will not hit. And the down air hits. The weapon throw. And another down air. Red team is just... What the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? What am I even watching? What am I even watching? What am I even watching? This is peak cinema, absolute cinema, peak fiction. No changes, 2 characters, except for Shira going on Bryn. Let's see how that turns out for them. This set is wow, like impressive shit happening every 20 seconds. Now, as I said, no changes happening other than Shira being on Bryn now. They're mirror matching Cheesy on the same skin as well. The disrespect has to be real, you know? Picks up the weapon. Red team has weapon control now. Yas is just... Oh my god, Marker going crazy with the 0 to death. Well, not 0 to death. It took 15 damage, but it's fine. You know, that was crazy. Crazy. Down air, nair coming out. Another down air. Satellite nair. And light coming out, the nair coming from Cheesy. They go for the ground pound. Shira goes for the counter ground pound, but it doesn't work. Satellite down air coming up from Marker. And Shira makes it back onto the stage though. Delighting their teammate, as we love to see it. The D-Sig comes out and hits both of them. The double D-Light comes up, but the KO will not be there. Team kill. Take a shot every team kill that happens in this tournament. Don't actually. Satellite recovery coming out, and the N-Sig and the Unlight from Shira will take red teams, both of their stocks. Now again, Yas on 2 stocks red, while everyone else is on 2 stocks like yellowish. So they do need to preserve their stock. They did get gimped by or 0 to death by Marker. I don't know if it was a Kimp or a 0 to death. I'm gonna be so for real. Sidelight. The ground pound. Nice dodge on the ground pound, but they fall to their death. Double ground pound on Axe. Yeah, GG's. Nothing you can do about that one. Now, red team in the lead. A lot of sidelight nairs, a lot of ground pounds been happening. Sidelight D-Light coming there. Nair coming out. Sair, recovery. Sidelight nair from Marker. Nair coming out from Shira. Side sig from Yas, and that will be the KO. They side sig their own teammate. D-Light recovery will not KO just yet. 185 damage, so basically anything KOs here. D-Sig, they hold the D-Sig for their teammate, and they get down aired for it. And they get the red team gets a team combo off of that. Maybe a small one, but quite substantial. They do get the stock on Shira. Now Yas has to go through two stocks. The not gravity cancel. Slide charge down heavy will come out. GC D-Light from Marker. Cider coming out from Cheesy. The emote comes out. And what else? GC N-Light, Nair recovery or ground pound.
Red team wins.
That was very exciting second set. Another 3-0, which I personally was not expecting. Well played to everyone that played. That was a very, very exciting set to cast. Sure leveled up hella recently, that is true. I will agree with you on that. Unfortunately, it was not enough. It was not enough. Ba-da-da-dum. You know, music. Jack, if you can, let me know who the next two players are. I personally would really like to go use the bathroom, so excuse me for that. I'll leave you guys. Let me maybe. How about we delete this? We don't need this anymore. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, cause you know, I don't really feel like pissing myself while casting. It's not something I'm looking forward to. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me for that. Um, Give me 1 second to set everything up. Give me 1 second. Um, 1 second. Hello, Marker. How you doing, friend? That was a crazy set, I can't lie. Cheesy has to go. A few minutes. Okay. Can we play winners? Since he has to go. You gotta ask Jack about that, not me. He's in the chat, so. He's in the chat. You can ask them about it. Or ask him. Yeah. I don't decide that. But thank you for stopping by. That was a really good set. Again, you know, congrats. To be able to play your next match after this winners finals. Pause a break in between. I mean, up to you. Oh, it's not 3-0. Oops, that's not what I meant to move. Can we move this? We can't. Anyway, let's change it to 0. It's fine. Okay, I'm nitpicky about it. While this is going on in my chat, I might as well introduce new players. You know, we got Zira or Xira on the Terros, and they are with Snotsu on the level 100 Kaya. Don't know much about Snotsu or Xira. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. And we got Shinobi Age and PRS Honest, you know? Those two I have heard from, but again, don't know much about their play style and how they play, but I am eager to find out how they play. So I guess I'll start. Since, yeah. Okay, so we are going either Small Fortress of Wolves. I was about to say Lions. See, I was about to say Lions. Well, we are going on Small Fortress of Wolves, which seems to be the preferred map, and I do like it. Personally, I do really like that map. We have, you know, Taros Kaya and Diana Bryn, which are pretty usual 2v2, you know, teams. Red team has the advantage. The team combo coming out. The light sider will not hit. Gets cancelled by the recovery of the Diana. And light coming out. Double end light from Axe. Down there, ground pound. Ooh, and the recovery on top. I wasn't expecting that from Snotsu. Weapon throw up. Cancels. The sider coming out. Satellite end light. D-light coming out. Sider. Downer coming out, side air, bro. So much shit happening. Recovery coming out from PRS Honest, and that will be the KO on Snotsu. D-Sig coming out into the weapon throw. D-Sig goes for the no, that's side sig. That's not D-Sig. Satellite N-Sig coming out. The sider coming out from Xira, and that will be the KO on SDK. No. Ground pound. Weapon throw down air. Another down air, but they make it back onto the stage. Down air coming out the side air. End light, down air, side light, nair, side air. Blue team popping off the team combo stomp. End light. Ooh, the side sig will not be enough. It will be enough. It will be enough, and the KO is right there. The D-Sig coming out. D-light sider coming out. They D-light their own teammate, D-light nair. Downer coming out. The recovery will be enough, and that is the kill from Xira. I don't know, bro. Downer, weapon throw. Pierce Honest makes it back onto the stage. Recovery is their teammate for whatever reason. Recovery coming out. Another recovery comes out from that. The D-Light goes for the jump read, will not KO, will not hit. And light coming out from Xira. Recovery, another recovery, side air. My brain is mush, what am I watching? D-Light ground pound, goes for another ground pound after the D-Light ground pound stomp. Recovery will not be enough. Side sig. D-Light. Recovery coming out. Wait, this could be doable. This could be doable for blue team if they just play their cards correctly. Weapon throw, down air. D-Light recovery. D-Light side air. Okay. Now, is their name fucking Mozart? It is Mozart. Okay. Now Mozart's neat to get it like a flawless stock, like a 0 to death, or a gimp, but it will not happen. It will not happen. Snotsu is not gonna let that one slide. So Snotsu is Kache and who's Mozart? Is that Shino? Shino. Okay. Because I was getting mixed up with everyone. I was getting mixed up. So that one goes to Zira and Snotsu. Boom. Also, Frankie, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub for Mary. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Also, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing alright. So we see the swap from PRS Honest to the Zol. And Mozart's or Shino. Shino is Mozart. Okay. So Shino swaps to the Sidra as well. How about you? I've been casting, you know what I mean? That's how I've been doing. Small Fortress of Wolves seems to be like the map choice for EU right now. Ever since that map got released. Now game number 2. Delay recovery. Let's see if blue team the swaps the swaps from blue team will give them any justice. Make them any justice. Do them any justice? I don't know, bro. English, I guess, bro. And like coming out. Delight down there. Delight down there from Pure as Honest. Double delight down there and will both hit. Satellite Cider. Recovery. Goes for the ground pound and the ground pound connects. Will not be enough though. Will not be enough. Snotsu makes it back onto the stage, but Shino will not make it back onto the stage. They lose their stock a little early, but it's fine. The GC down heavy from PRS Honest. But the ground pound from Snotsu equals it. Doesn't equal it out, but you know, red team in a pretty big advantage here. Delight Nair will equalize that advantage slightly. Delight Nair coming out. Misses the Nair punish, but GC sidelight goes for the ground pound. What a ground pound. And another ground pound. Maybe another Delight ground pound? No? The ground pound there from Pirazanas was kind of crazy. Shino also doing a lot of work. They were doing a lot of work on the cannon there, but I wasn't able to comment on it. And like coming out. Recovery. Doesn't get punished. Delight side there. Zero in a bad spot right here, but they make it back onto the stage. Satellite in there. Zero trying to look for that kill option. Unfortunately not able to find it. And like coming out from Pirazanas. Doesn't get punished. The sider from Shino. Bunch of weapon throws. The recovery from Zero will KO, and the ground pound from Snotsu will also KO. Team combo from red team. Satellite Nair. Recovery. Recovery will not KO on this map, but there is so much damage, and both members of the blue team are on their last stock. Down air will make quick work of that stock, but they do need to go through 3 more if they want to win this game. And on red stock, that is really difficult to do, but it's never impossible. Down air from Mozart. The weapon throw will knock out Zero with stage control, edge guarding Pirazanas, and it's looking pretty good for red team. Cider coming out, weapon throw. Nair coming out from Zero. They will not get the weapon throw. Oh, double ground pound, ground pounding their teammate and then the enemy. Is that it? The weapon throw will be enough. The GC Ensig makes it back, but the ground pound from Zero will take their stock and will give us a 2-0 for now. Can we get another 3-0? Is it possible that we get another 3-0? And be honest. One-sided though? I will agree that they are pretty one-sided. The last 2 games were 3-0s. They're ripping out the Vector and the boat var. Level 74 boat var though. Kinda scary. 3-0 in a row? That's what I'm hoping for. Well, hoping for, but it would be fun to see. You know? It's been a while since we had a lot of 3-0s in a row. And I think we're back on Small Fortress of Wolves, yeah. For our third game, Zira and Snow 2 versus Shino and SDK, also known as Pure as Honest, you know? Blue team needs to win this. Blue team needs to win this if they wanna move up. I think this is losers, so if they lose, they are out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is losers. Enlight Ensig coming out from Pure as Honest. Down there. GC Ensig. Stomp Enlight coming out from Zira. Ground Pound from another Ground Pound will not hit. Weapon throw into Ground Pound will also not hit. Down there into their own teammates Ground Pound. Goes for the Ensig, will not KO. Stomp Cider will also not KO. But it gives them stage whoa! Stomp Cider did KO, but it gives them, even though it gives them stage control and stuff, that was pretty unnecessary GC Sidelight, but it would have been really cool if it hit, I will admit. Recovery into Nair. And the recovery coming out. Pure as Honest on the hammer. Straight cooking, bringing this back so fast. So much damage being built up, but the read from Snowtsu will build so much damage. Pure as Honest almost gets hit by the ground pound, but he gets hit by the ground pound the second time. The recovery coming out down there. Ensig into Cider from their team, and another recovery from the hammer. The ground pound will KO, but the nair into the GC Ensig, then they nair their teammate again, but it will not be enough. They do not get a chase out, and the GC Ensig from Zero is already there. Now blue team is on the back foot again. They really need something to happen here if they want to at least have a chance of winning this. But the team combo of red team is already so much damage on Pure as Honest. The ground pound from Shino will take out Zira, which is a step in the right direction if blue team wants to win this. But the delay ground pound again from Shino will equalize the stocks. They are a little bit behind in damage, but not that much, not a significant amount. They went for the team combo. Unfortunately, blue team does not hit that. Delight Enlight. The Ensa coming out. Do they get Russian Mafia? They do not. They just delight recovery and the cider from the bow. The cider from the hammer now. GC sidelight. The recovery is coming out. They need to get Zero out. They're really, really low. Delay recovery will not KO, and the recovery from Pure as Honest will also not hit. The cider from Zero might KO there, but it doesn't. They make it back onto the stage, but there is another cider coming. Delay recovery coming out from Pure as Honest, but it drops. Unfortunately, that will not be the KO, and the weapon throw clashes. So that was such a game. That was a game of all time. That was a game of all time. That was the third 3-0 in a row. Oh my lord. That's, yeah, that is a oh my lord type of thing. That was crazy. That was fucking insane. I do agree. Yeah. That was sick. Like, awesome games we've been having today. And I'm really, really looking forward to the next ones. I'm getting kind of confused with the names. I'm gonna be real. What's the best player I've ever seen? I mean, they were going pretty ham. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm setting up the next game. Unfortunately, I'm getting confused with the names a lot. That's why I don't say the names for players that don't have their name as their actual name. So it confuses me a little bit. I will not lie. But it should be fine. Okay. Okay. So, next up, we have a few players that I personally don't know about, right? But that never means anything bad, because last game I also didn't know anybody, and the game was fucking fire. So I am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. 500. We will be having a little break, like a 5 minute break. So if you guys wanna go refill the water, grab some snacks, grab grandma, grab grandpa, you know what I mean? 'Cause they will not want to miss this. They will not want to miss this, you know what I mean? So this is the time to go for that. So yeah. Why would I grab my grandma? 'Cause she would not want to miss this. Why would she ever want to miss this, you know? This is fucking peak. This is awesome. No one would ever want to miss this. But yeah, I've been working on a lot of things actually. Like a bunch of videos and a bunch of shorts. Um, which I'm pretty excited about. And obviously, after every single tournament, a couple days later, we do upload them on YouTube. So if you ever want to rewatch something you missed, or you want to show your friends something, or maybe even your hamster is curious, you can always go into the Kyokai YouTube channel and just rewatch it. Also, I would like to ask, do you like it when I cast more, or if I have another person to cast with me? I know 2v2 is a little bit of a sticky one. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get anyone in time. Well, not in time. I wasn't able to get anyone in general to cast with me, but I could. You're the best to cast? Aw, thank you. Nobody can cast better than you? I would like to doubt that. I would really like to doubt that. But I do appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. Oshiki, I have a question. What region are you? Are you EU or an A? Also, Shadow Shroud, thank you for the follow. That was 8 hours ago, that's my bad. Noir 3 times 3. Thank you for the follow. I saw it pop up, but I was too in the middle of something. Yes, I'm the one who played 10 minutes ago? Damn. I see. I see, I see. That's awesome. Thank you for, checking this out and hopping into the queue and stuff. Not into the queue, into the tournament. And also, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I was thinking of like new Brawlhalla content, and like I've been working on a montage and stuff, but it's like silly montage. It's not something actually like really serious. Um, but I wonder what other Brawlhalla content I could make that you guys would want to watch. Be it video, be it stream, it doesn't really matter. But I would like some ideas if anyone has anything in mind. You're elite? What does that mean? What do you mean you're elite? But we want rating Brawlhalla characters' feet. Okay, I'm gonna make a tweet, and if that tweet gets 20 likes, I'll actually do it. Mark my words, if that tweet gets like 30 likes, I'll do it. Or like 30 reposts or whatever. Fuck if I know. I don't know, bro. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. We got Noir and Ozkan, the two Turkish players here, on Onyx and Boto respectively, versus Akeno and Nice, which are on 63 Thea. What a pick. What a pick. And Nizy on the Bryn. You know, I do know about Akeno and Nice. They are some really, really good players. Now, I have not heard of Oskan or Noir, but but I am very interested in to see how they're gonna perform here. Gonna see Noir do 90 damage now. Let's see. Let's see. If you're right, then I'll give you a cookie. Saps, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. So now, red team has weapon control and they have stage control. 3Ps coming out from them. They're coming out. And light. Satellite Cider. The satellite D-Light coming out from Nizy. And light. Satellite Nair goes for the downer, will not hit. Stomp Nair coming out. Stomp Cider. Nizy in a really bad spot there. Cidering their teammate. The GCD sig will hit. But Akeno equalizes the stocks immediately. The damage is pretty equal, but it will not matter. The D-Sig sending him to the other side of the stage, and the ground pound! Akeno going crazy right now. Nizy, really nice team combo on their teammate there. Stomp Cider. What is even happening? Sidelight coming out, down air. Akeno goes for the weapon throw, will not hit. And like coming out from Nizy, the D-Sig coming out, and it will not KO, but the side stick there will KO. The weapon throw, almost killing their teammate. Akeno making it back onto the stage while Oskan is dead. Oh my god, what happened? Akeno just going crazy. Double Nair into the recovery will not KO just yet, but so much damage, 105 to be exact. The instant coming out, side light, GCN light, the side air, the ground pound, so much damage on blue team. For blue team, my bad. Misses the down air. The instant coming out, the sider from Nice. The weapon throw from Nice, they go for another sider, they go for the recovery, and that will KO. The sider will hit for Noir. Now Noir on their last stock against 3 stocks of blue team. That could be a not so good position to be in. Recovery coming out, the sideline there from Nizy though, denying them any more damage. GCN Sig will give the win to Akeno and Nice. Let me quickly boom boom. Not two. It's one. Not two. Okay. Now we're going into game number 2. Very exciting first game, I will not lie. I wasn't expecting it to go the way it did, but it did work out for blue team. I mean, Akeno was just going crazy that game, and Nice was just following up and getting all the kill confirmed. No, well, not getting all the kill confirms, but following up and being a good teammate. Snapsy didn't realize Bro did 80 damage and then comment. I did not see that. I did really not see that. I'm gonna be so for real. Might have to look at the VOD for that one. You might be right. Akeno just going crazy with Nice. Team combos going fucking wild. Now, red team already both members in orange, while now Akeno just joined them. Cider coming out. D-Light. N-Light coming out. Very consistent damage from both members of the blue team. Very nice follow-ups also. Even though they're hitting their teammate, it doesn't really matter because of how much damage they're putting out. The N-Sig will KO on Akeno's end. Side Sig. Who is Oxan, by the way? Oh, Oxan is Butvar, okay. Cider coming out. Nair. Sidelight D-Light coming out from Nice. Really good keeping stage control there. The recovery from Oxan will KO. D-Light, no, downer recovery will not KO. The Cider will also not kill. The GC Sidelight will KO though. But Akeno still on the lawn, still dishing out tons of damage, not afraid to get hit. And light coming out. The D-Sig, the side Sig, the GCN light, you know, another side Sig coming out from Akeno, and that will not be the stock just yet. D-Sig into the recovery, another pretty neat team combo blue team pulled out there. They're trying to kill Noir, but it's not possible. The D-Sig coming out, the weapon throw, now both members of the blue team on their last, both members of the red team on their last stock. Cider coming out. Satellite, no more going for team combos. They're not allowed to. The GCD Sig will KO on Okshan side. Oskan side, my bad. GCN Sig. They barely don't make that. Akeno does barely not make that back onto the stage. Nair coming out from Nice. Or recovery rather. The D-Sig comes out. D-Light down there from Noir. Satellite side air. They're trying to get the stock on Nice, but they're just not finding the openings. They're getting a couple hits in, but Nice with the Cider there. Nice punish. Stomp Cider will not KO. The N-Sig from Akeno will also not KO, but it hits their teammate. Recovery coming out. Oskan. Wait, Nice lost their stock to a side heavy. Now, Akeno really needs to play this as well as they can. And Light Cider will not let them do that though. Game number 2 goes to Noir and Özkan. Özkan? I don't know, bro. I don't know Turkish. Right. Game no, I didn't check the damage either, bro. How much was that? Big Jack is like 4'11". Nah, bro. Big Jack is like 7 feet tall, bro. Quit tripping. Was it 74 damage? I didn't check. Now we're going into game number 3. We've seen that both teams can win, so... And as we saw from last game, it was a really, really close last game. Not last game, but, you know, second game. No, he did 300. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Satellite Cider, nice. Attempt to do a team combo there from red team. Will not unfortunately be the case though. Blue team keeping stage control. GC Satellite Cider reads the dodge, but the recovery is there. RCD Satellite Nair gets punished with the Nair from Noir. The side C coming out, and that is the kill right there. Satellite Cider on their own teammate. Nice going for the Cider, but the D-Sig will hit. Downer coming out, that will be the KO. The N-Sig from Akeno, and the weapon throw will KO. Nair goes for the recovery. The Downer coming out there as well. Stomp Cider from Oskan will not be the KO right there. Red team trying to set up a team combo, but Akeno not letting him get close to getting a team combo on them. Side light dodges the end light. And like coming out from Nice. Nice little 2-piece from red team, 3-piece. Okay. The side sig will hit. Will not be enough to kill. The recovery won't be either, but it's so much damage. The recovery from Oskan will get them killed by Nice. Now Noir off stage, now on stage. The Nair coming out. Nice punish on that dodge. Nice little 3-piece on blue from blue team. The GCD Sig goes with the downer, will not KO. Nice, meanwhile, getting the KO on Noir. The D Sig hitting their teammate as well. And Noir capitalizing on it real well with that ground pound. But Akeno still on 2 stocks while Oskan is on their last stock red. Now the stocks are equal and Nice is playing their life, just waiting till their teammate comes back, doing what you gotta do in 2s, you know. Delight Nair into the recovery. Recovery again from Akeno. Both members of the red team are really close to kill percent here. Sidelight. The side sig will KO there. And now Noir is left alone to fend against 2 pretty healthy stocks of blue team. The N-Light into this GC N-Light will be enough. And game number 2 will go to Akeno and Nice. Bringing us to a 2-0. Now, red team needs to win this if they want to keep going, but I don't think. That's it. I just don't think, you know what I mean? Anyway, red team can do it. We've seen them do it before. If they can win this, this brings us to a game 5 situation, which would be the first one in this tournament. At least in top 8. I don't know what happened below top 8. I'm gonna be real. Also, it's fucking so hot. It's so hot. It's so hot. I hate it. Anyway, we are going on the Attack on Titan map, which is a very interesting pick. But we'll see how it goes. They're coming out. The DC coming out. Akeno with a downer, but they go for another one, and that gets them killed. Downer into weapon throw, and that is the KO right there. Red team has the advantage now. They just need to play for their lead, and they might actually win this game. Nair. Ooh, nice punish there with the downer from Oskan. Fucking Akeno going crazy on the lance as well. D-Sig. They held it so long that Oskan just walked into it. The KO will not be there due to the fucking kill zones on this map. The falling sider into the ground pound. Will it be enough? No, they save their teammates with a recovery and they get a chase dodge. GC down heavy will KO Oskan, but Noir is soon to follow with the sider. Let's see a team combo. Let's see a team combo. No, they messed it up. But still, a little bit of damage, 50 to be exact, on Noir. Sider, Endlight, and he gets side-sigged. But Akeno makes it back onto the side of the stage. They get to touch. They make it back onto the stage, maybe. Yes. Yes. D-Light in there. Nice recovery attempt there from Oskan. Unfortunately, it will not hit. Pretty nice. Oh, the Ensig there. The weapon throw will not hit. The ground pound will, though, from the heavens. The double D-Light from Nice side will also KO. Now red team, again, both on one stock against the two stocks of each player on blue team. Recovery coming out. The side sig will KO there. Ooh, and the recovery clashes. Now everything's even except for, you know, Noir's 56 damage, but that's nothing, basically. D-Sig, they hold it, but Oskan this time knows it, and they're not gonna walk into it. They get the punish, but the team combo and the so much damage from Nice will not be enough. Now it's Oskan versus the world, I guess. Nair, down air, side light, side air, and the Ensig, but it will not be enough. Another Ensig. The weapon throw, was that a weapon throw or was that a recovery? I think that was a recovery. It will hit, and it will KO. Now 3-1 for Akeno and Nice. Good shit. Good shit. GG's. Oskan, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And GG's, well played. Well played, well played. Thanks for playing, of course. Very cool games. Very, very cool games. I've been loving it so far. Bananam, bananam. Noir. GG's, GG's. Thanks for playing, Noir and Oskan. We really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed playing. Give me a second to set everything up. Give me one moment to set everything up, and I'll be right back at with you. GG was fun. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoy it, and hopefully, listen, I'm not gonna unban that message, but you know, why was that message approved? Who approved that message? Um, I guess I predicted the first match from Damage Noir. I mean, you know what, Noir, we are going to be hosting a few more EU tournaments, so if you would like to join sometime, and same goes for you, Oskan. Um, if you guys ever want to join, we will be hosting a couple more this year, so please look out for those. They will be announced, you know, and there will be probably a pretty decent prize pool. May have done it accidentally. My bad. No, you're good. You're good. It's fine. It's not that bad. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking out for those and looking forward to those as much as I am. These are always very much of a blast to cast, and I really, really do enjoy it. I hope you guys. I hope the people that are playing are enjoying it. Are enjoying them as much as I am casting. You know. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. You know. I hope you guys are having a nice day. I'm gonna grab a quick refresher. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. Cause it's so fucking hot, bro. There's no reason. It's fucking May. Why is it so warm? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I got myself some water. I might look into scripts for OBS so I can make what's it called? Like predictions run easier. If that's something you guys are interested in, please do let me know. Cause I would like to look into that a little bit more. Cause I think it'd be fun if you guys could spend your Puertos, you know? I've disabled a lot of them right now because I don't want to get spammed, but you know, they will be back on next stream, which is probably going to be on Monday. If you guys do enjoy my content, if you want to see more of me, you can do exclamation mark website, and there should be a stream schedule somewhere in the middle of the screen. And I do update it every like 2 weeks. So if you guys would want to see some content from there, I do for like various things. Early June we're gonna do a Project Zomboid run, and I will be cutting up the clips and making them into YouTube videos. Maybe more, I don't know, variety stuff. I would like to include my community. Maybe we can play some, what's Jackbox sometime. I do a whole bunch of other things. I play some Balatro ranked. I play twos a lot. You know, it's mishmash. It's what I feel like playing that day. You know. But usually you'll see me like 3 to 4 times a week. Mondays and Fridays are always a must stream for me. So if you do like what you're seeing, and if you enjoy, you should for sure check that out. Bro, I'm getting spammed with emojis. I'm getting spammed with emojis. Um, I think that means they're ready. My bad. Wait. We got Snowtsu and Zira versus Fazarin Uibs. Yo, like, what is this? What? Free me from my misery. Anyway, Snapseed doesn't sub to me. on YouTube, hashtag fake. Bro, like, what's your YouTube? I'll follow you back on YouTube. I'll subscribe to you on YouTube. I we're going into game number 1. As mentioned before, Frizaru and Uibs versus Zira and Snotsu. We've seen these players before. You know, you should have a rough idea of how they play. But
3, 2,
without further ado, let's get right into it. Very strong start from blue team. A couple small little 2-hit team combos coming out. Ground pound! Ground pound! But Frizaru makes it back onto the stage. Decider saves Happy Chappy. It does not. But blue team saves their teammate. So now red team is already not even like, what was that? Not even like 10 seconds in. Not even 30 seconds in, and we already have a stock loss on the red team side. Recovery coming out. The D-Sig. Frizaru avoids that one. D-Light Cider. Sidelight Nair. Frizaru not being let back onto the stage. D-Light Recovery. They lose their stock as well now. Cider coming out. GC Side Sig will not catch. Sidelight. They go for the down air. And like coming out from Snotsu. The recovery from Zira. Frizaru with the D-Light Recovery will KO there. Happy Chappy making sure they don't hit their teammate with that D-Sig. The down air, stomp, they go for the sidelight. Stomp Cider coming out from Frizaru, and that equalizes it. What a team combo. Can they finish it? They cannot, but it's so much damage. It's 125 damage on Akaya, which with 9 defense, so that is surely a lot of damage. Sidelight Nair goes for the ground pound. Zira gets a little nice 3-piece on Frizaru there. D-Light Recovery from Frizaru, another recovery. Snotsu looking bad. Another D-Light Recovery from Frizaru. Frizaru chase ledges up to hit that Nair afterwards. Unfortunately not able to hit that, but they do get the stock from Snotsu. Stomp Cider. And now Zira also has to believe in it, you know. Frizaru popping off. They're still on 2 stocks. Everyone else is on 1. Sidelight Nair from Zira. Goes for the ground pound. Happy Chappy dodges that, but they get punished by Snotsu. Sidelight. Cider coming out from Frizaru. Tries to go for the down air. Stopping the team combo. Not the team combo. The combo on their teammate, the string. But they lose their life because of it. Recovery from a Happy Chappy. D-Light Ensig. Very nice combo. Frizaru in a fresh stock, everyone else on very damaged stocks. Nair coming out from Zira. They go for another Nair, but unfortunately not able to find it. Stomp Cider into the Gravity Cancel down heavy. And the side stick from Frizaru. What is even happening? What a game. Frizaru just going absolutely crazy on the hammer. Even though Snotsu took a stock really early, they were able to bring it back really fast. We are not going to Small Fortress of Lions anymore. We're going to Small Terminus. Interesting map pick. Interesting map pick for sure. Game number 2. Let's see if red team can keep going, or if Frizaru can keep just dominating in this lobby. Sidelight Cider from Happy Chappy. D-Light Nair. Cider coming out. D-Light Downer. Went for the D-Light Downer afterwards, but not able to hit it. Stomp Cider into the D-Sig. Frizaru already on 160, and they're dead already. Not even 30 seconds in. Again, we have a fall from red team, but we saw this last game and it didn't really matter. They won. Happy Chappy makes it back onto the side of the stage to get down there, though the weapon throw misses, or they dodge it rather. Cider coming out from Zira. Do we get the team combo? We do. Nair. Ooh, what a team combo right there. What a team combo. Frizaru on 146 on their second stock, while both members of the blue team are still on their third. Frizaru falls to their last stock. And we'd see another team combo attempt. But that weapon throw was fucking crazy to save Zira. Even though Snowtube doesn't make it back onto the stage, the recovery from Happy Chappy will KO as well. But that weapon throw was fucking nuts. We saw Snowtube go for the team combo a little bit ago, and they went for the ground pound, leading to their death, unfortunately. Stomp side light, Nair coming out, and light from Zira. The clash! Now Snowtube is also on their last stock due to a clash. GCN light, Zira loses also another stock, and red team just pulls it back. Red team just pulls it back again. They lost 2 stocks like super early, Stomp Sair, and now they're equal stocks. Now Fizaru just needs to keep their stock as much as possible, and it's low-key winnable. The GC side sig will not KO just yet, but it's so much damage, and the ground pound will. Now blue team has the upper hand to win this. The D-sig coming out, the ground pound coming out. Can Weebs come back onto the stage? They can. They touch as well. They make it back onto the stage as well. But let's see for how long that will last. D-sig, reverse D-sig. What a smart move, you know. Ooh, they tried to catch that with the side sig. They were unfortunately not able to. The sider coming out. Reverse D-sig again, but unfortunately does not hit. The end light into the weapon throw will though. And that game goes to Zira and Snowtube. Mijo, what's good, twin? What is good? Shush plays. How we doing? Now we are going into game number 3. Fizaru and Uibs versus Zira and Snowtube. I mean, red team was looking pretty strong. They were pulling it back as well, but unfortunately Fizaru got hit with a side sig and then a ground pound, causing him to lose his stock. And unfortunately Happy Chappy was not able to pull through, which I get, it's a 2v1, you know. Can't win all of them. We are back on the small fortress of wolves. Cannon, bow, and Taros. Yup. That's a little team combo from red team, and it keeps going. 105 damage already. Cider coming out. D-light end light from Fizaru. The side sig from Happy Chappy. The weapon throw from Fizaru goes for the side sig. Gets punished by Zira's down air. But Zira already on 150, 160 HP. Pretty close to kill percent. Nice catch from Happy Chappy there. The Stomp Sair. They tried to catch it with another Sair, but it still KOs. Covering their teammate. GC side sig to make it back to the stage. The side air. They go for another side air, but Snowtube makes it back onto the stage. Fizaru trying to hit something, hit a recovery. On the other side of the stage though, Happy Chappy and Zira are having a pretty tough battle. It's been going back and forth a little bit. Delay recovery from Snowtube. Side sig gets interrupted by a side light. And light coming out, the side sig gets very nicely evaded by Zira. D-sig into recovery, that's a classic. And that will also secure Fizaru the KO. The light sider from Happy Chappy will also secure the KO. Down there, they went for the side light. Side light coming out there. Recovery from Zira will not be enough. The Stomp Sider will though. GCN light from Snowtube. Could this be the stock here? D-light down there, goes for the ground pound. They are low on HP, so it doesn't really matter if they die here. They go for the down air, and that will be enough. That will be enough. That is the KO right there. Now both members of the red team are 1 stock ahead of the members of the blue team. Nice D-light side air. No, side light nair from Zira. My bad. End light side air. Happy Chappy tried to follow up with a D-light nair, but unfortunately only hitting the D-light on their teammate. D-light down air coming out from Snowtube. Down air. Snowtube goes for the... Oh my god! What? Snowtube went for the ground pound and gets ground pounded by Happy Chappy. The Stomp side air into Ensig as well. What? That was crazy. That was pretty crazy. I can't lie. So we do see the swap from Snowtube over to the Koji. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze real bad. Oh my god. But we see the swap from Snowtsu to the Koji. Let's see if that will make a difference here. Now, thank you. Thank you. We're going back onto the Attack on Titan map. And now red team needs to win this if they want to proceed, and blue team needs to win this if they want to have another shot at this. Little two-piece combo going on there. A lot of neutral being played. Fizaru with the down air recovery. Stomp sidelight, Ensig, side sig. What a team combo. The weapon throw will not hit, and Zero makes back onto the stage. The side air will hit. Zero makes it still back onto the stage. Nice nair from Fizaru, picking up the weapon, picking up the bow. Getting delighted by their teammate. They both went for the delight, and one of them had to hit delight nair from Happy Chappy. Will get the KO. Now Fizaru swaps over to the hammer, hitting the D-Sig on their teammate. Delight, nair, and now both members of the red team. Well, I was gonna say they're on the lead, but they're not. Well, they still are, but not by much. They're only up by Happy Chappy stock. And Fizaru already taking some damage on his second stock. And the ground pound coming through from Snowtsu. They go for another ground pound and will not hit. Zero went for the delight recovery, but it did not work out. Endlight coming out. Another Endlight onto Fizaru. The D6's been hitting a lot of his teammate. Stomp Cider coming out. Do we see a team combo? We do. Do they finish it? They don't. They Zero misses the stomp, but that's still crazy damage, and a side sig will also not KO, but still pretty close. And they also get a small team combo on Fizaru while their teammate tries to get back onto the stage. Endlight. Fizaru goes for the D-Light, but it will not hit. D-Light ground pound from Zero. And Snowtsu getting the KO while I was commentating on something else. Stomp Cider, Delight Nair coming out from Happy Chappy will KO Zero onto their last stock. Stomp Nair. Nice little team combo, and the ground pound will also hit and KO. Fizaru on 200 damage now, basically anything KOs here. Nair coming out, they need to play their stock super safe. They grab the bow, weapon starving, delight recovery from Snowtsu will take the KO. Satellite Cider will not be enough to KO Zero. They go for the recovery, will not hit. Sidelight. Trying to get Zero out as fast as possible while not taking all too much damage. Avoiding that side sig. Sidelight Nair into the recovery. The recovery will not hit. Sidelight. They go for a read. They do not get it. The side sig hits, but it doesn't KO just yet. The recovery on the as a punish for the gravity cancel down heavy. Happy Chappy makes it back onto the stage. They're getting weapon stuff. Delight recovery will not KO. Delight down there into the recovery. A lot of damage on Armed, even though they can't get a weapon. They've been doing a lot of damage. The Delight coming out. They now get their hands on the sword. The Cider will send Zero flying, but not enough to KO. Delight recovery will also not KO. 200 damage on Happy Chappy. Delight recovery KOs Zero. Now they need a little bit for Snow to recovery. Will not be enough. 178. Both players need a Cider or a recovery. Maybe Happy Chappy needs 2. Delight recovery, and that will be it. Fizaru and Happy Chappy move on. What a game. What? That was crazy. That was such a crazy clutch. That was pretty insane. Oh my god. What a game. What a game. Maybe once a new patch happens, they kind of nerfed Tesco Gauntlet 6. The fact this is a comp map is so silly. It is. It is, bro. That map should not be ranked. What is Shira freaking out about? Happy Chappy won a 2v1 while being weapon starved like half the game. That was an insane clutch, yeah. Yep. Do give me like one moment, please. Do give me like one moment, please. I didn't see who won. What's the score? It was 3-1 for Fizaru and Happy Chappy. I think at least. Now we have the commenter themselves, you know, Shira in the house. Um, give me 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, please. I'm changing the names. Um, so, so. Going into this set, we have Akeno and Nice versus Shira and Yas, which both sets of players we've seen them dominate pretty significantly over their other games. So it would be very interesting to see who comes out on top on this. We have Akeno on the Thea and Nizy on the Bryn, and then we have Shira on the Devil Jin and Yas on the Kaya. Very interesting game, I will say, and I'm ready to be surprised by what's to come. These players obviously need no introduction, you know. Pretty household names, you know. Pretty nice damage being built up here. Very nice neutral. Red team already going crazy, trying to hit all sorts of team combos. Nair coming out. Sidelight, Ensig into Ensig. Just so much damage on red team side. So much damage. Sidelight. Akeno goes for the Ensig but gets punished. But Nizy there with the double down air into ground pound will KO Yas. Charge D-Sig, we've seen it before. D-Light side air goes for the... Ooh, what a team combo! Already almost 80 damage on Yas, but it will not matter. Shira gets the stock on Nice. They're coming out. Two side airs. Akeno going crazy and then Nice cleaning it up very nicely there. D-Light and Light, side light Nair, they go for another Nair. Lot of damage on Shira, already 160 and they're already out! Their stock is gone. So much damage in such little time. Nair. D-Light, side light, goes for the Nair, gets punished for it. Side light down there. Now the thingy, Kaya was disarmed, but they grabbed the bow, the sights are coming out. Satellite D-Light and the Sig will KO there. The sights are coming out from Akeno, and that is it. What happened? What even happened? That game was so quick, so fast, and so powerful. You could feel it in your gut if you were one of these players. Whatever, bro. I'm just saying words. Let's go into game number 2. I'm losing it. Jack, I swear to God. Jack, I swear to God. Next time, bro, next time you get a mic, I'm gonna take you up here and we're gonna cast the 2v2 tournament together. I promise you, you're not escaping this. What? Wait, what the fuck? Castia, thank you for the sub. Cass, thank you for the sub on Jack. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That was awesome. W's, thank you. But we are getting into game number 2 here. And blue team already having a pretty good start. Side light there into the sider. Nice little 3-piece there. Side light. D-light. Gets interrupted by the recovery from Shira. Side light recovery. They're looking for another GC side light recovery maybe, but they're not getting it. The end sig. They go for the side sig there. And the side sig will KO. D-sig. Recovery coming out. Gets punished by Shira's side there. Shira chasing that kill. Goes for the recovery. Will not KO. They get hit by Akeno's sig. End sig from Nice. Will not KO Shira just yet. What a save from Nice with that weapon throw up. End light coming out from Akeno. Do we get a team combo? Satellite near into the sider. They go for another sider. Will not KO. But so much damage. The D-sig will KO. And light near into GC end sig. That is also another KO on Akeno. Now the stocks are equal. Yas needs to keep their stock if they want to win this. Other than that, it seems fine. What is even happening? Blue team has stage control. D-sig, N-sig, Cider on Yas. The weapon thrower, it kills. Shira has nothing, but they make it back onto the stage with Akeno. Side-sig. Recovery coming out. Oh god, what is even happening? N-sig, downer coming out from Shira. D-light Cider, but it gets cancelled. Side light Cider. Now red team has stage control. They're keeping them away from the main stage. The GC side sig from Shira. The D sig from Akeno will take out Shira. Side light down air. And the ground pound. Shira not being able to save their teammate. Nice little 3-piece. Side light recovery will be it. And light coming out. Side light. They go for the recovery. Nicey not falling for it. GC N sig. The sider for the punish. Recovery. Satellite, recovery. Now they took out both stocks of blue team, but they need to go through 2 more. Sidelight in there. N-sig goes for the recovery. Will not catch. The N-sig hits again, and the side sig hits again. Akeno just going crazy on the sigs, you know. 2-1 for blue team. No, 2-0 for blue team. Onto the badge, but thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for dropping the sub off at my stream. I really appreciate it. Peak no ads for the guy who literally needs to have ads. Yeah, but I do get paid for it, so it's fine. We are going into game number 3 right now. Wait, supersets make Thea good? Yeah, they do. I mean, yeah, maybe, I guess, but it's a little too late now, Jack. Now, game number 3, blue team is looking extremely dominant, like extremely dominant, but, big but, red team can still pull this back. I am not doubting red team for a second. Shira and Yas, they do seem like very strong players, and I wouldn't doubt that they could pull this back. And light, you like ramp on into gravity cancel down heavy. A little bit of damage already being built up before the game even fucking started. Nair. The N-sig catches and then the recovery from Nice. Nair into the Nair from Nice again. Yas being really not allowed to get back onto the stage. Gets punished with the down air. Goes for the GCD light into the N light. Nice little team combo from red team there. The GC N-sig will KO Shira. D-sig will KO. Even Nice was confused where that was going. The side sig gets punished by their teammate, and the Nair into the recovery. Again, so much damage. Blue team just so much damage with their team combos, and red team can really struggling to break that defense. The N-sig coming out. Shira already on their last stock, while both members of the blue team still on their third. Recovery coming out. The ground pound, hoping to get a KO, but unfortunately not it. The double recovery from Akeno, getting a little bit more damage on Yas, but in the meantime, Shira gets the KO on Nice. Double downer, they go for the ground pound, and Shira tries to grab the cancel N-sig, but they lose their stock. Now Yas versus Akeno and Nice. left alone to fend for their life on a 2-0. I mean, we've seen comebacks like this. I would love to see another comeback like this. The Yense coming out from Akeno, and you know, it's out. The emote is out. You know, winnable. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. Ensig. I mean, what is Yao supposed to do there? You know, I would be scared too in that situation. I wouldn't want to attack first either. Enlight coming out, the side sig clashes, and I think that's SGC. Enlight into the weapon throw. They get the nair, another downer, but they don't make it back onto the stage. That is it. That is a 3-0. Not 2, 3-0. GG's. Pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. What an interesting set of games we've had so far. We've had a lot of 3-0s. I think there was only one... No, there was 2 sets where we didn't have a 3-0. Which is kind of crazy. I would like to see the bracket real quick. Let me just... exclamation mark bracket. I would like to see how far we are in the tournament, because usually 2 hours into the stream we are getting kind of close to the end here, I would say. Right? I swear we are. I swear we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are pretty close to the end of the tournament. Just quite surprising, because usually tournaments last like 4 hours sometimes. But then you have tournaments like this that just go on super fast, and you blink it and you lose it. You know what I mean? Upper finals time? Yep. That sounds good to me. Just send me the names over. Very, very interesting games, don't we think? You know? But yeah, what do you guys have planned for today other than this tournament stream you guys are watching? You guys have anything planned? Anything nice to do, you know? We might need to wait a little bit for these plays, because they have been waiting for a while. But in that time, I'll just occupy you guys with some talk or something. I don't know, bro. We can talk about whatever. What do you guys want to talk about? We have a little bit of time to spare. Boom. Okay. I have set everything up. Now we're waiting for the players. We're waiting. We're waiting. But in the meantime, I would like to announce another tournament that's coming up, right? It has been logged on for a while, I believe. Let me check. Let me check that I don't spoil anything, cause I don't wanna do that, you know? Yes, it has been announced. June 5th, we are going to have the Spring Showdown, which is going to be a Middle East and Africa 2v2 tournament, roughly around the same time as today. And we do have a pretty nice prize pool of Oh, fuck, how much money is that, bro? Of $100 actually. I just counted it. It's $100 tournament. So please do tune in for that one if you want to see more Brawlhalla tournaments. Warning: day may be altered at discretion. Information will be publicized. Yeah, we are not sure if it's gonna happen because Middle East and Africa servers, they tend to be on the laggy side and they tend to be on the, you know, not the best side. So we are trying to keep it fair and make sure everyone gets a fair game. You know, we don't have any disconnects, we don't have any lag issues, server issues, and stuff like that. So it might be delayed a bit, but around there. And the day after, I also have to cast something different. But when that will be announced, and you guys will be the first to know. So if you know anyone that would like to participate in something like that, do let them know. Links will be always in the Kyokai Discord. Don't do exclamation mark Discord because that sends you to Mary's server. I need to set that up. Yeah. Boom! Everyone's in the house. We got the big guns. We got Marker and Cheesy versus Ahmet. Uh, we got Ahmet and Bamya versus Marker and Cheesy. You know, obviously these players do not need any introduction, as I've mentioned before. Ahmet and Bamya being powerhouses, Marker being also powerhouse, and Cheesy. I've personally not heard much from them, but from their gameplay and from the few tournaments that I have seen from them, they've been playing extremely well. Like, extremely, extremely well. So I am very hyped to see what is going to be happening in this game. We have Ahmed on the Botvar, Bamya on the Wushang, we got Marker obviously on the Olgrim, and Cheesy on the Core. Um, Jack, could you perchance put the link and the message you sent afterwards in one message so I can pin it so people can join? So I don't pin only the Discord or only your message, you know? That'd be real nice of you. Heading into game number 1 of this set, I'm expecting a lot of power and I'm expecting a bunch of team combos, even like small ones, a bunch of interruptions, and just very, very cool gaming. 3000 Daewoo Gaming. Blue team already starting off with a lot of damage and a few small team combos. The satellite recovery will not KO Bamya just yet. Satellite Nair coming out from Marker. The D-Sig will KO Bamya now. Stomp. D-Light down there from Cheesy. I'll pin that real quick. Oh, it's already pinned. Nair coming out from Bamya into the side air, and Ahmed cleaning up cleaning up Cheesy's stock as well. Marker still on, no, Ahmed still on 3 stocks. Marker trying to get back onto the stage, but both members of the red team, they are challenging him for it, and I think that might be the stock. That is the stock. He gets saved by his teammate and gets ground pounded by his teammate. He makes back onto the stage with a Nair, but he gets ground pounded. GC D-Sig on Cheesy and the side air. Ahmed will lose their stock, but Marker already on 270 damage, and Cheesy already on their last stock. The endlight will come out. It will not kill the X-pivot down, no X-pivot, but you know what I mean, the down air there. Was it X-pivot? I think it was an X-pivot down air. It was an X-pivot down air, will KO Marker's stock there. Down air, recovery, nair from Ahmet, another nair, so much damage being built up. But on the other side, Cheesy hitting Bamya pretty bad on 151 damage. Satellite Cider will not KO from Marker. The recovery, but what a bait into the ground pound. Will not KO, but still so much damage. Ahmed, the last person on their second stock, and the D-like ground pound into the down heavy on the platform. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of tech. Recovery coming out from Bamya. The side air. The side sig into the other side sig, and that is it. That is game number 1. Wow, that was such a fast game. How fast was that game? How many seconds did that game take? How many seconds? That game was so fast. That game was so fast. At least it felt like it. 1-0 for Ahmed and Bamya, and we are going next. No changes, no swaps, no nothing. Straight into your mouth. The next game is going to be going. Yes. Red team looking extremely dominant, I will not lie. Let's see if they can keep that up, or if blue team can adapt. Side light. And light. Side light, D light. Side light nair into the downer, into the N-sig, into the N-sig. So much damage. 133. Side air. Ahmed gets hit by a gravity cancel D-sig there. And light coming out. Sair. The ground pound. Ground pounding again. Marker gets the stock there. But Bamya is still alive and still doing damage. The side air knocking Marker off the stage, but they make it back onto the stage. The N-sig will KO there. The sidelight recovery into recovery from Cheesy. And the little team combo will KO right there. Red team again, slight stock advantage. The recovery from Marker will equalize that stock advantage. On spot, stomp nair coming out into the nair. D-light, nair, sidelight down air into the N light. Side light, so much shit happening. Side light nair, down air gets caught with by Cheesy, nair into nair. From red team side will hit the down air on Ahmed, from Ahmed. GC down sig from Cheesy, disarming Ahmed. Side air into the side air. Side sigging their teammate unfortunately, but getting the punisher on the side air from the nair that Marker threw out. Side sig coming out from Bamya. Will KO. Nice follow up, but they do lose a stock. Cheesy on 2 stocks, 200 damage. And light probably KOs, but Marker saves them. That was pretty crazy. Nair into nair. Will KO right there. Where that rhymed. M of Doom style. Recovery. Just a recovery, but still damage. Damage is damage. Bamya on the other side going crazy on the gauntlets, and the ground pound hits! What a gimp. Now they only have to clean up Cheesy to take game number 2. And light, unfortunately hitting their teammate with that one, so the team combo is not possible. Are they trying to set something up? Double side light into the side air. The ground pound gets ground pounded, gets the stock, but the GCD sig, Bamya is already there. He's thought about it. He had plenty of time to think about the options, and that is game number 2 going to Ahmed and Bamya. Do we see a swap from Cheesy? We do see the swap onto the Nash. Excuse me. So we do see the swap onto the Nash. Let's see if that will make any difference. We are going back to Small Fortress of Wolves. Again, I do seem to see that Small Fortress of Wolves is the map choice for EU right now, for the most part. Which I don't mind seeing. I like this map. Nair coming out. Red team has the weapon advantage here. A little bit of damage, a little bit of neutral being played, excuse me. Side light, stomp, cider, miss. Oh my god, misses the cider part, Jesus Christ. Stomp cider into the nair. And light. Nice little team combo from blue team, and the D-Light as well, disarming both of them. Ensig will hit, but will not KO. The N-Light will make sure that Bamya does not get back onto the stage, and the Cider secures that KO for them. Ahmet now off stage, gets N-Lighted, and the weapon throw connects. They do not make it back. The double D-Light. Marker trying to follow up with a Nair, but unfortunately hitting their teammate and not Bamya. Sidelight goes for the D-Sig, gets punished, but the punish is there to stomp Cider from Ahmet, bringing Marker off the stage, but they make it back onto the stage. Ahmet goes for the stomp, unfortunately will not connect. Stomp down air will connect, and Bamya secures the stock off stage as well, equalizing the stocks. The damage, both members of red team are on 75 damage. What? Well, not anymore, but for a little bit that was the case. Sidelight Nair. What do we see here? Cider coming out. N-Light. Cider. Nice little team combo from blue team. Sidelight down there. Cheesy gets the KO. Ahmed gets the touch though. Bamya on their last stock. Really need to be safe, but blue team keeping stage control and just dishing out more damage than they're taking. They are keeping stage control, and they are also weapon starving from what I can tell. The side sig will KO their teammate, but will not KO Cheesy. Really, really unfortunate on Bamya's side. Well, on red team's side. The clash comes out. Marker makes it back onto the stage with a dodge though. Make it back onto the stage again. Sidelight Nair disrupting all of that. The side heavy. Bamya trying to punish that. They do double Nair into the ground pound, into the down air. Bamya loses a stock. Now it's a 2v1. Ahmed versus Marker. Let's see who will have the upper hand. The down air will be it. Will not be it. Nair. Marker keeping stage control real well. Ahmed now on the sword. N-Light coming out. What do we see here? N-Light disarming Marker. Ahmed goes for the kill. But Marker makes it back onto the side of the stage. They touch. The N-Light will KO. They need to go through another stock on 123 damage. This is doable. If Ahmed can win this for his team, they move on. You know, there is no more games being played. But if Marker wins it, we are going into a game number 4. N-Light coming out from Marker. Nair coming out to go for the recovery. The recovery does not hit. The down air from Ahmed for a punish. The stomp. The N-Light. Nair. Weapon throw. Goes for the recovery. But Ahmed already thought of that. They know they want the recovery to KO. Side air. Side air coming out. The N-Light will disarm and it will KO. Now Marker takes this game for his team. 2-1. Giving them another chance at life. Oh, what a game. Now Cheesy again, sticking to the Nash pick. It has worked out for them. Also, Charlie and Fizzaru, thanks for the follows. What the fuck, Fizzaru followed me? Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And Charlie as well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And Ahmed also followed. What? When did I miss that? Thank you so much, everyone. Ahmed as well, was not expecting them to follow me, but thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Down air coming out. Nair. Down air. A little bit of neutral being played, trying to see where they can find the openings. Now, Nash already disarmed, man. That character. N-Light coming out, disrupting that. Other N-Light coming out from Marker. D-Light side air. Goes for the follow-up. N-Light coming out. Another N-Light from Ahmed. The ground pound from Bamya will KO. And Cheesy ground pounding to their death. Getting sided by Bamya. Now Marker is gonna keep it off stage, but Bamya has him right where he wants him to be. D-Light Nair misses the ground pound, but it doesn't matter. It does matter. Nair catching. And what? What is happening? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? The Cider coming out. Another Cider. They do like ground pound on their own teammate. They stop Cider and the ground pound coming out from Cheesy. I had to grab a little bit of air. What is even happening? What even happened in the last 20 seconds? Nair coming out. Enlight, Enlight. Enlight into Enlight again. Ground pound from Marker. Will that be enough? It will not. They get down aired and they make it back onto the side of the stage. They make it back onto the stage. Marker on 185. They go for the full commit on the ground pound, but Bamya there to punish it. Double down into the Nair, into the delay recovery. So much damage, but it will not KO just yet. Cheesy on their last stock. They can't really do much but watch. Delayed sider on Ahmet. Delay recovery again on Ahmed, but his teammate Ense coming out will KO. Downer coming out onto Bamya. The recovery will KO, but it will not send much because it's a second hit. Delayed Nair from Bamya. Goes for the ground pound. It will be enough. The side sig. Never mind, the teammate saves them. The Downer will KO, though the side sig will not KO from Ahmed. The recovery will also not KO. Sider will also not KO from Marker's side. Lots of damage, but I don't think this one's winnable. I'm a doubter. I feel free to prove me wrong, Marker, but I am a doubter in this scenario. GC side sig. And that is it. What a game. Oh my god, I did not mean to move this. I did not mean to move this. It's fine. It's somewhat aligned, right? I mean, like this. Yeah, it seems good. Let me just make it like a little bit more equal. Yeah, like this. But what a game. What a set. What a set. What a set. What a set. Insane. We already have this. The next player is already queued in. I messed up. But again, thank you so much for everyone that followed. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content. You guys are enjoying the tournaments, and obviously there will be a lot more coming up. Who followed? I am Pidouch. Pidok. Pidok? I don't know, bro. Thank you for the follow. Hi, chat. Hi, Pidouch. How you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Who is following me? Lidden, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I forgot how you type the name. I'm just gonna type it like this, and if it's wrong, anyone, like, everyone, feel free to make fun of me, but I think this is how you spell their name. And if anyone knows, if I typed it wrong, then do let me know, and I'll change it immediately. But we have Fizaru and Uibs versus Akeno and Naizi. You know, very, very exciting game. It's okay to be dyslexic. Leave me alone, bro. Okay, well, coming back to me. She doesn't want to go inside much. Yeah, I mean, what was the score? Fuck, you will have to check the VOD for that. I think 3-1. I think 3-1. It might have been 3-0. 3-1 or 3-0. Is Fizaru really the best EU Yumiko? I mean, just watch. Just, you know what? I'm not even gonna answer that question. Just sit back, relax, grab your snack, you know, grab your drink, and just relax, you know, and just watch, observe. Highest XP, best main. I'd say Godly beating him on Yumiko. That's rather pure game skill. I mean, level 1000 Yumiko over here for Fizaru. But we are into game number 1 now. And Happy Trap, you're already ass to belt on Akeno with the sword. Or belt to ass, not ass to belt, my bad. Side sig coming out. Side light in there into side into the end sig! Oh my god! What a powerful team combo. Already taking out both stocks of blue team. Having quite a substantial lead here. D-like ground puff. Fazaru also already going crazy. Nair into recovery. The GC D-sig coming out. Down air. Nair down air. Side light Nair. Akeno going crazy on the Thea. As we've seen him this entire tournament. Side light down air. The KO coming out from Fazaru. Side sig their teaming and disarming them. The side sig from Akeno. And the ground pound. They go for the down air on Happy Chappy, but it will not be enough. The weapon throw from Nicey will also not be enough. The D-sig though will be enough. Side light Nair into the GCT light will not hit. Fazaru avoiding that one. So many team combos from red team. So much damage being built. Weapon throw. GC D-sig. Side light. They go for the Nair. Will not hit. Side light in there, weapon throw from their teammate, getting them killed with the recovery from Happy Chappy, but it will not matter. End light, end light, end light. Goes for the end sig. Happy Chappy avoids that one. They go for the sider. They try to punish with the down air. Sider from Nicey and Akeno just following up. Then end light. Red team keeping stage control so well up until this point. Side sig from Akeno onto their teammate. Sider from Akeno again onto their teammate. The end sig coming out from Nicey will get the KO. And the side sig will not be enough. Side light. Side D-light Nair. And the gravity, not gravity cancel, dash down heavy. Akeno and Nice will be taking that one. That was a very, very strong game. I don't know, bro. I've been feeling like these games are going so fast. They're going back so fast. We do see the swap from Happy Chappy to the Diana from the Sidra. Let's see if that will make a difference. Let's see, game number 2 where will that be taking us? It's not Shadow Scar Landing. It's either Western Air Temple or Small Terminus. Also, if any of these anyone playing wants a break, you can just type in chat. We can take a break. It's like, okay. Are you aggressive for once? Yeah. But no, if anyone ever in a tournament needs a break, we can take a 5-minute or 10-minute break. There is no issue. I just let me or Jack know. But with that being said, game number 2 going in. Red team are ready. Trying to set up some team combos. Stomp ground pound. They probably wanted the recovery there. D-light sider. Happy Chappy catches up with the D-light. Another D-light sider coming out. What is even happening? Recovery coming out from Fazaru. The weapon throw saves Nice just to kill him again. Now Akeno in a really bad spot. But they do make it back onto the stage. They grab the boots, they end-sig Fazaru, and that's the stock right there. They go for the D-sig. The weapon throw from Nice will not be enough. They have Happy Chappy avoids the down air, but they cannot make it back onto the stage. Down air from Nice, D-sig. Down air from Fazaru. Taking out that stock. Equal stocks now. A chill little Russian Mafia from Fazaru's side. Ensig goes for the side air, will not hit. Nair, side light Nair coming out. Side air. GC side sig coming out, and that will be Fazaru's stock right there. Recovery coming out. Nair. They do not walk into the D-sig, and pretty nice punish with the D-light sider there. Red team pulling so much damage with team combos. The N-sig from Nice will take the KO right there. D-light. Sadly coming out from Happy Chappy. Side sig, unfortunately Happy Chappy not being able to avoid that. D-light sider goes for the D-sig, will not hit. Catches the spot dodge with the side sig. Now they're one step closer to equalizing the stocks and maybe bringing this game back. If they can just get Akeno out, that could be huge. The N-Sig, the down air, the weapon throw, another weapon throw, the down air coming out, the double down air from Happy Chappy will take the KO there. Nair, down air, and light, side air. Nah, the recovery drops. It doesn't drop, but the recovery from Happy Chappy kills. I was not looking. What the fuck? That was crazy. D-Light, N-Sig, D-Sig. No, the recovery misses. But so much damage on Akeno. And and Happy Chappy makes it back onto the stage. Nair from Akeno makes it back onto the stage. The side sig, D-Light Sider will not hit. The D-Sig will hit. Side Light Nair. This is anyone's game right here. Nair coming out from Pizarro, disarming. The weapon comes out, and it is the hammer. The boots for Akeno now. Side sig, nicely avoided. N-Light knocking him back off the stage. Equal damage here. And from what I think, it should be also equal defense. So, N-Light, not equal, but similar. Nice spot touch on that side sig, and the N-Light will not KO just yet. The D-Sig into the recovery will be the KO right there. Damn. 1-1. Actually, a pretty close game, no? Actually, a pretty close game, no? Let me move this like a couple frames up. Yeah, that seems good. What a crazy game. Now we see Happy Chappy swap again over to the Mirage. Interesting pick. Keeping the Spear. No, he wasn't playing Spear. Why? What? They went from Sidra to... what were they playing last game? From Sidra to something and then Mirage. Like, what are these picks?
3, 2, 1.
But if it works out for them, you know, why not? 1-1. Nice little team combo coming out from blue team. Nair coming out, another Nair. Down air, goes for the side air. Nair into recovery, and another recovery, and that's the KO from Akeno right there. D-Sig, side light, down air coming out from Happy Chappy. Side light, another side light. Recovery, goes for the Nair. Another recovery coming out. A lot of bullshit. Fazar hitting the side air and Happy Chappy hitting the down air on that N-Sig. What a down air. DC coming out from Nice. D-Light side air will not KO but will disarm. Another side air on Happy Chappy. The recovery will not KO Fazar just yet. Nice hitting the weapon throw. Side light down air goes for another down air on Fazar. Happy Chappy makes it back onto the side of the stage. Akeno hitting the side air, but Happy Chappy makes it back on the side of the stage again. Another follow-up. Side light goes for the Nair. Down air coming out. Side air from Fazaru. D-Sig, they're trying to catch anything. The GC side sig catches, and now Nice on a really bad spot. They're sweating. D-Light recovery into the N-Sig. Kills both of them, though. It doesn't matter. Or it does. Fazaru's on one stock. Nice cancel on that D-Sig from Happy. Recovery coming out from Akeno. Knocking Happy Chappy's third stock out. D-Light recovery. Side air coming out. And Light goes for the side air. D-Light recovery coming out into the D-Sig. Fazaru tries to hit the Nair, but he doesn't. Goes for the GC D-Sig. Akeno tries to make it work. Tries to gimp off stage, but decides it's better to get back onto the stage. Side sig coming out. Goes for the N-Sig. Happy Chappy tries to hit that, but unfortunately does not. The D-Sig comes out, and that hits the side air from Fazaru. Happy Chappy messes up that ground pound. And that clash comes out, but the recovery is still there from Fazaru. Nice gets another chance to live, hitting both of them with the gravity cancel down heavy, and the weapon throw hitting on thingy on Happy Chappy. Fazaru is full out. Now Happy Chappy is alone to fend for themselves on their last stock against 3 stocks. GC N-Light coming out, the side air, the D-Sig, the N-Light, D-Light into the reverse side air. Oh my god, what is happening? What is this? It does not KO, but what was that team combo? That was crazy.
Red team wins.
Akeno and Nice taking another game. What a crazy team combo to close out the game. Imagine that killed. Imagine that killed. Imagine that killed. Just imagine. Happy Chappy swapping to Ember. This guy just having a jolly time swapping his characters. You know? That was crazy. I do agree. That was pretty fucking crazy. Where are we going? Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Small terminus? No, Western Air Temple. Oh, I'm getting hiccups. Not now, bro. Please, not now.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Right, game number 3. Now, we do have a team in the lead, and that's Akeno and Nice. So Fazara and Uibs really need to get their shit together if they want to make this a game 5 situation. Now Fazaru swapping his skins at like every game I've noticed, and it has been giving him a lot of strength. Team combo from red team, avoiding those both D-Sigs from Fazaru, getting that punish. Happy Chappy on the Katars. Recovery, disarming Nice, and like coming out from Akeno. Oh, so much shit happening. Ente coming out, and another, I think, side-sig coming out from Happy Chappy. The D-Sig, Fazaru tries to punish that, the D-Sig will not KO. And light coming out, the side-sig from Happy Chappy. GC sidelight catches, the ground pod catches, the weapon throw does not, the down air does! Fazaru in a bad spot, but he does make it back to the side of the stage, another down air. D-Sig hitting Nice only. Sidelight down air, Happy Chappy does make it back onto the stage, but fucking barely. D-Sig coming out, side air into side air. And light KOs. The D-Sig. Side Sig hitting both their teammate and the opponent and killing both of them as well. A little bit of the pipeline there, but no way to confirm it from Happy Chappy's side. Down air coming out. Side air, down air. Recovery coming out from Nice. A lot of D6 coming out from Fazaru. Nair coming out from Happy Chappy on Nice. The GC side sig gets spot dodge, but they lose all their options, so they die. Very equal game right now. Both having 3 stocks through their name. Both sides having 3 stocks through their name. And equal damage-ish, I guess. Ensig coming out from Akeno. Another Ensig. D-Sig catching, but giving a really nice alley-oop to Akeno with that Ensig. Side air. Goes for the down air, the recovery. Down air. And light into recovery will not KO just yet. They go for another recovery. It will not hit. Nair. Happy Chappy really chasing Nice. The GC down, the GC side sig KOing there. Really big for blue team. D-light into down air. Side light Nair coming up from Akeno. Side light and light. GC D-light. That would have been the KO right there if the recovery came through. Down air, down air. D-Sig coming out. Fazaru edge guarding Nice as much as he possibly can. The recovery coming out. The weapon throw clashes. Now blue team, they are on 2 stocks, but they are more damaged than red team is. Well, the member of red team being Akeno. Can he bring it back, or does blue team win this? Side air, side light, GCN light. Will not fall into the GCN light. The D-Sig. The side air goes for the punish. The N-Sig KOs. The D-light into the N-Sig that gets punished by a side air. GC side light, D-Sig will not walk into it. The Nair. D-light Nair coming out. Fazaru on the hammer, his killing weapon. We know him for that. Side air, GC side sig, but it gets punished by the GC downlight recovery, and that is it. Akeno and Nice getting a... Wait, let's do it like this. Getting a 3-1. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm going to fucking lose it, chat. like this, and then we need to move it down like that. Okay. 3-1. Pretty insane game. Pretty insane set, I will not lie. What do we think? I thought that was pretty fucking cool. Um, let's see who's up next. I would like to know who's next. If you can shoot me a message, that'd be awesome. Let me reach out quickly. Akeno and Marker. Okay. Is it okay if we take a small little break? Cause my bladder, bro, my bladder is gonna kill me if I sit for another set here. I'm gonna set everything up so I don't have to do it later. But I would like a small little break. Don't miss, thank you. Alright, let me quickly. Adrian Kowalski's not playing, so let me demote. Um, let me type in chat. Okay, I typed in chat. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. A 5 minute break is fine, of course. I won't need 5 minutes to take a piss. I promise you. I'm back. I'm back. Also, yes, I did demote that guy that was playing all day, but that has a reason. I want him to be uniform. I don't know, it's pleasing to my eye, you know? I like to see, like, you know. Little bladder boy? What is that? Bro. You know, that's what you get for being an alcoholic, bro. When you were, at a very young age. I was a pretty bad alcoholic when I was younger. But, you know, shit happens. You learn from it. Right, so Akeno and Nice versus Cheesy and Marker. They're on the wrong spots, but I sincerely don't care. We've been keeping them waiting for too long. Oh, double boat var? Yes. So I would love to see another small Fortress of Wolves game. We have normal boat var and British boat var, Jack. Okay. Okay. Anyway, game number 1. Akeno and Nice versus Cheesy and Marker. Obviously,
3, 2,
Akeno and Nice sticking to their Bryn and Thea, which has been working out for them pretty well. And Cheesy and Marker hopping onto the double boat wire, seeing what's up, you know? D-Light down there. Downlight down there. Stomp sidelight. Nice punish on that end sig. GC sidelight down there. Side air from Akeno. Getting saved the ground pound from Marker. Getting the KO. Nice already. Cider coming out from Akeno. The D-Sig does not catch, and the ground pound from Marker again. Will not go for more. D-Light down there, stomp nair, Cider gets caught by the end light into end sig, but that is Akeno's stock gone as well. End light into end sig. D-Sig hits, but the end sig does not. Fully charged side sig. Cheesy just walking into it. Nair coming out. D-Light. Cider coming out. The down heavy. KOing Marker already. Cheesy trying to go for the KO on Nice, but with that side sig, but unfortunately getting punished. Stomp Cider coming out. Stomp, no side air. Nice, nice recovery from Marker, getting that KO there. The side sig will not KO. They go for the recovery, will not KO. They cancel the recovery with a weapon throw, but the GCN sig still gets there. The recovery comes out again. D-Like ground pound, that's the KO right there. Now both members of the blue team are still on white stock, are already on their last stock, while red team still keeping on to their second stocks. Ground pound coming out from Marker, that will be the KO. The weapon throw down there goes for the gravity cancel D-Light. Down there coming out goes for the gravity cancel D-Light again, will not KO. Or hit for that matter. Just punch their teammate right in the face, bro. And the N-Sig from Akeno will KO Cheesy. And Light. They tried to go for the combo, unfortunately not going to be the case. Stomp side light, stomp side air. Well, double stomp side air, not stomp side light. Stomp side air, and reverse side air at that. They're just toying with them. The recovery coming out, and that's the KO right here.
red team wins.
Now, first game goes to Marker and Cheesy. Game number 1. Boom. Right. Straight into game number 2. Nicey swapping over to the Rick. Also, hello to the new first-time chatters. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a nice day. And, you know, hope you guys enjoy the content. We are going to game number 2 right now. Red team was looking pretty dominating, I can't lie. Let's see if they can keep up that momentum, or if blue team adapts, or if that switch over to the Rick makes a difference. Nair coming out now. Both members of the red team have their sword at hand. D-Light Cider, D-Light Cider, D-Light Cider and Light, my bad. And Light coming out. Do we see a team combo? We do not. But that is Marker stock right there. Akeno with the down air. No more options. D-Light goes for the recovery. Nice recovery from Nice. Down air. Nair. Down air coming out. Nice cider from Marker. Cider from Cheese. That will be the KO right there. Down air from Marker goes for the Nair. Will not KO. Stomp cider. Will also not be enough. The ground pound will though. Nair recovery. Another Nair. Goes for the GCN sig. Stomp misses the side air. But still so much damage on Akeno. It doesn't really matter. Stomp Cider coming out. Stomp down air. Down air coming out from Nice. Marker trying to get Marker trying to make it back onto the Saber. End sig by Nice. Taking off that stock. Marker the first one to drop onto their last stock. Nair coming out. Another Nair coming out from Akeno. Cider, Nair. D-Light Cider, I presume that was, and the side sig afterwards. Nice follow-up and nice kill confirm there from Cheesy. The Cider from Marker will also KO there. Everyone's on one star except for Cheesy. Let's see. Nair coming out. Not Nair. Recovery coming out. GC sidelight. Stomp sidelight from Cheesy. And the recovery from Marker. Recovery coming out from Nice. GC D-Sig tries to punish, but his teammate punishes for him. The weapon throw cancels out the knockback from that D-Sig. Cider coming out. Now Akeno on their last stock is now gone. D-Light down air into the gravity cancel. Down heavy into the Nair, into whatever. D-Light recovery from Nice. The recovery there will catch, and that is the game right there. 2-1. No, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Not 2-1, not 2-1. 2-0 for Cheesy and Marker. What a performance. All I have to say is what a performance. We do see, for the first time in this top 8, we see Akeno swap to the Orion. And now Nizy on the rig. Now we see Marker swap into the Diana, broken character by the way, but that's just my opinion. Busted character. I wouldn't say broken, but busted for sure. Let's see how that will change up the things. Level 87 Orion, that is pretty sizable level on that character, don't you think? Now, if Cheesy and Marker win this, they move on. Yeah. We are going on Jikoku. That's the map. Oh, yeah, sugoi. We're going on Jikoku. Oh, sugoi. Game number 3. What is this music? But game number 3, and Akeno and Nice really need to win this game if they want to keep playing in this. Recovery coming out, Nair coming. So much damage being dealt out already in the first 10 seconds of the game even starting. Sidelight Nair, D-Light down Nair, N-Light down Nair coming out. Nair coming out, down Nair from Nice into the side air. They go for the weapon throw, but it does not hit. Still a lot of damage on Marker. D-Light side air. Goes for the N-Sig. Recovery coming out, side air. Ooh, nice follow up from Marker there with the side air. Will not KO, and Cheesy just loses their stock because they don't touch. Akeno barely making that back onto the stage, but they do. Down air coming out, clearing out that stock. Another down air. They go for another one. They go for the weapon throw, and the weapon throw does not connect because it's a weird angle on this map. D-Sig from Akeno, and it will KO. The down air from Cheesy will not KO them though. D-Light recovery from Marker will equalize the stocks, and the damage is still pretty equal. Down air onto their teammate from Marker. Another ground pound from Marker. Another ground pound. Do we see another one? We don't. Recovery from Cheesy. Another ground pound from Marker. That was almost the stock there. Side air from Akeno, and the ground pound into the Nair. Marker saves Cheesy in such a clutch way. The N-Sig coming out from Nice, and it will not KO Cheesy just yet. Marker going crazy on the blasters. D-Light side air. Cider coming out from Nice. That will be the KO on Cheesy. Down air coming out, Cider. D-Light Cider coming out. GC side sig coming out from Marker. Down air from Nice. Cheesy on their last stock and already taking 53 damage. The follow-up is just there for Marker to hit that recovery. And he does. Unfortunately, will not KO. The GC D-Light Cider also very free because Nice didn't have anything. They were sweating. That was a very, very nice kill confirm there. D-Sig will hit and it will KO everyone on one side except for Akeno. Akeno still on 2. Stomp Cider will change that. It will not. A little nice 3-piece from red team. Sidelight into recovery will be the KO though. Cheesy trying to get that stomp, trying to get anything. They walk into their teammates. Ground pound, double down here from Marker. And Cheesy going crazy with the hammer. They're already hit the 3-piece, 4-piece now. Downer coming out. They walk into Nice's GC side sig. D-Light goes for the N-Light. Now Marker is all on their own. Sidelight Nair. Another nair. Goes for the ground pound. Down air. Gets punished by the end light into the side air. And that is Akeno and Nice bringing it back slowly but surely with the 2-1. Not 12. 2-1. So, what an exciting game. We are going straight into the next game with the same characters. Now, this is game number 4. Again, Akeno and Nice need to win this if they want to be in a game 5 situation, or maybe even win the set. But Cheesy and Marker just need one more game to win. So it's, it's a very interesting one. It's very, very, very interesting. Also, Jack, how many sets do we have left? Because I have genuinely lost count. Been enjoying casting this tournament a lot. These games have been very, very, very exciting. I hope you guys have been enjoying watching them too. We are going on Shadow Scar Landing. I do personally I do really like this map. I think this map is fun. It's like it has platforms. It's not too big. Slightly too big, but it's not too big. Okay, game number 4. We do see the swap back onto the boat var from Marker. Stomp sidelight coming out. Trying to help their teammate. Stomp sider, sidelight in there. Stomp sider again. Weapon throw, picks up the sword. Marker already dishing out a lot of damage. Double end light. He DIs upwards. D-light sider will KO Nice right here. Sidelight into the GC side sig will KO. Sider coming out, recovery, side air, down air. Ground pound from Marker. Could be huge. The KO is there. The ground pound comes out again. Akeno tries to save them, but unfortunately not able to. That was a pretty crazy interaction there. Both members of the blue team are already on their last stock, but Marker is soon to follow onto his second stock. Fall to his second stock rather. Stomp into reverse sider, sidelight in there. The side stick from Marker will almost KO Cheesy. Down air into GC downlight down air. GC sidelight down air. Akeno loses their stock. Nicely trying to save them, but I think they will die for it. D-light recovery. No, they make it back onto the stage. Marker tried to do something crazy there, but unfortunately not able to. Stomp, recovery, stomp, nair, and that will be it. Marker gets the KO, and that is 3-0. No, 3-1. God damn. These games, bro. These games are crazy. These games are so crazy. If I'm not mistaken, and if Jack is not lying to me, this is grand finals. This is where all the money is, you know? I would need a second to change out the names, so give me a moment, please. After that, we are straight into grand finals. But I would like a second to change the names and change the scoreboard. Oh, thank you so much, Jack. Oh my god, thank you so much. That actually is so helpful. Give me 1 second. I need to change everything real quick. We got Marker and Cheesy versus Bamya and Ahmet. Bamya, Ahmet, do this. And let me change the number as well. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Grand finals, chat. This is grand finals right here. Got Marker and Cheesy versus Bamya and Ahmet. Now we do see the swap from Marker onto the Azov and Cheesy onto the Kaya, and Bamya and Ahmet sticking to Wushang Bodvar. This is very interesting. I could make the names a little bit smaller if you guys want me to, because the W and the L are not that visible, but I would need to change that next game. Anyway, grand finals right here. Be ready. Do you like Rampam from Marker? We are getting into this game pretty interestingly. Let's see if it matters if they're warm or not, because Marker has been playing. Marker and Cheesy have been playing, and Bamya loses a stock to nothing. That is really unfortunate. That's what I meant. These players are not that warm. Meanwhile, Cheesy and Bamya, they've been playing for a little bit. Ense coming out, and that will be the KO. Oh, the D-Sig almost catching. If that caught, that would have been so much damage and probably even a KO. The downer coming out from Ahmet. Stomp Sider gets punished by a GC D-Light. And the D-Sig will not KO Bamya just yet. The Stomp Sider from Ahmet will bring Marker into a bad spot. They spot dodge the D-Light. The D-Sig coming out from Cheesy. Sider coming out. Marker throwing out their weapon. Just getting sidered by Bamya. They're now on the bow. The NC coming out from Ahmet. D-Sig. The Nair. Knowing that Bamya will chase. The Sider coming out. And that is Bamya's stock also gone. Sidelight. Sidelight. D-Light recovery. Will not KO because that was interrupted by Bamya. The Sider coming out. Now Marker's stock is gone. D-Light Sider. Nair coming out from Bamya. Goes for the sidelight side air on the spear, hoping for the KO. The down air from Cheesy, the weapon throw that goes for the down air again, but it doesn't hit. Ground put into side air. The recovery hits their team and making them able to be to get back onto the stage. The side air coming out and killing Ahmed. The team combo already out. A little nice 3-piece will be it. The D-Sig. Nice follow-up, unfortunately getting interrupted by the other member of blue team. D-Light down air, D-Light side air. Marker in a pretty bad spot here, trying to get back onto the stage. Gets back onto the stage. D-Light recovery. Interrupting that sidelight D-Light probably. Blue team really playing this very, very well. They've brought it back down to everyone being on one stock. Nair coming out, double Nair from Cheesy. The side sig gets punished instantly. Ahmed not falling for the D6 stomp side air. Another side air and light coming from Marker. Ense coming out from Bamya. Ground pound. Now Marker on their last stock. Nair into down air, and that is it. Bamya had Marker had such a good chance of actually winning that, but Bamya not letting him with that Nair down air, securing that first game. Very, very important. And we're going straight into game number 2. We don't see any swaps, no mishmash, no nothing. We're going straight at it. No changes. We're going to on Small Fortress of Wolves. And yeah. Again, as a quick reminder, Marker and Cheesy, if they want to win this, they will have to win 3 times and another 3 times, because this is a double elimination bracket and Ahmed and Bamya haven't lost yet. Sidelight. Nair. Sidelight Nair goes into the side air. The downer coming out from Ahmed. Sidelight Nair goes for the recovery. Bamya already expecting that in recovery of himself. Comes out. Side air. Oh my god, what a nice kill confirm from Bamya there. Now they're not letting Cheese get back onto the stage that easily. He makes it back onto the stage though. He's now on the side of the stage. Marker what the fuck was that? Sightseeing their teammate, Bazaar, right? You know? As my friend Trish Blaze would say. Wow. Wow, okay. That Sig just killed both of them. That's kind of crazy. Cheesy's still on their 3rd stock. That was pretty crazy. Sidelight, D-Light gets sidered, and that is the KO right there. Nair coming out, goes for another Nair. D-Light, D-Sig. I think that's a 2 or 3 frame or even a true combo, I'm not sure. But that was a lot of damage, and puts Marker in a really bad spot to try to get back onto the stage with such low health and two people edge guarding him, you know? Sidelight. Sider walks unfortunately into the side of their own teammate. Or their teammate hits them, unfortunately. Nice punish with that Sider. Nice follow up with that down air. And light coming out. Bamya goes for the down air. Marker tries to reply with a down air because down aired himself. Sider coming out from Bamya. Nice kill confirm again. D-Light goes for the nair. Or Sidelight, I don't know. Sidelight, Sider. Will not KO. Cheese makes it back onto the stage. Marker gets almost the KO on Ahmet, but Ahmet makes it back to the side of the stage. D-Light down there. Cheese almost KO'd. Sider coming out from Marker. That is the KO right there. Down air. Weapon throw. GC Sidelight. And that is the KO also there. Now, Cheese, the only one on 2 stocks, but he's on red, meaning that basically... I wouldn't say basically anything kills, but a lot of the things could KO right here. D-Light Sider. Yep, that Sider will be enough, and that kills. Right, last stock was for everyone. Game number 2 of Grands. Bamya off stage with the ground pound. Tries to go for the nair. They nair Cheese. Another nair on Cheese. Recovery coming out on Ahmet, giving Cheese the chance to get back onto the stage. But the team combo is already happening. And blue team already going wild. And the side air. The weapon throw. Also coming out. D-Light. Side air. Cheese with the D-Light down there. Side light. Another side light. The side sig will get punished, but it hits their teammate further away. End light. D-Light recovery will seal the deal, and that is it. Bamya and Ahmet take game number 2. Oh my god, bro. What a game. What a game. What a game. And you know what? I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting. We're going straight into game number 3. Bamya and Ahmet, they seem like they do have it in their pocket. They can win this in this game right here. Which team is low in bracket? You will exclamation mark bracket, and you'll find out.
3, 2, 1,
Now game number 3 here. Again, this could be anyone's game. But Ahmet and Bamya looking very, very, very dominant on their respective characters. And we are back on small fortress of not lions, what was it? Wolves. Ground pound coming out. Marker trying to punish that. Side light goes for the recovery. The nair connects. The ground pound. The down air. The N-Sig. Bamya going fucking wild on Marker. Down air coming out. And light. Offstage battle. Ahmed versus Marker. And on-stage battle. Cheese versus Bamya. Both on equal amounts of damage. The Enlight will come out. No follow-up because he got Enlighted himself. Weapon throw. Down air. Cheese makes it back onto the stage, but the D-Sig drops, hitting every single one of the other players on the stage. They lose their stock. They are on 2-2. Meanwhile, Bamya and Ahmed, they are still on 3-3. Recovery coming out. Marker probably wanted to hit that. Okay, what the fuck are we doing? D-Sig coming out onto his own teammate. Side air. What? 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 That weapon throw! That weapon throw, what? What was that weapon throw? That was fucking nuts. Anyway, getting back into it. 2-2, everything's equal. Damage might be not, but still anyone's game. And the team combo coming out from blue team, almost KOing Marker, recovering their own teammate on Ahmed. Ground pound. Marker does make it back onto the stage. Ahmed fucking doing whatever to Cheese. Down air coming out. Weapon throw. What is happening? Red team is bringing this back. Red team is bringing this back. They are both on red stocks, but well, orange. But it's they still have the advantage if they can just keep pushing. They might be able to win this and make this be able to be a 2-1. Bring this to a game number 4. Down air. Cider coming out. D-Light Cider coming out from Cheese. Side light. Another side light. Down air from Bamya, goes for the weapon throw. GC D-Sig will catch, and that is the KO. Ahmed alone to fend for himself. The N light will not KO Cheese, and light coming out. The Yensig, the weapon throw unfortunately not hitting, missing that cider on Marker's side, or extremely good spacing on Ahmed's side. And light, DC coming out. The weapon throw. Ahmed gets the nair. If you can get a gimp here, recovery, another recovery, goes for the ground pound. The cider coming out, the weapon throw also coming out. GC D-Light ground pound will seal the stock there, and Marker and Cheesy get another breath of air until they have to verse them again. They need to do this 2 more times until we go to grand final reset, and they might be able to win this there, opposed to Ahmet and Bamya's 1 game that they need. We're going straight into game number 4. I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. And we're going to see where it goes. Also, technique, hello. I haven't set up exclamation mark drops, but there is drops. I'm sure of it. But it's like the basic drops. I'm not a partner.
3, 2, 1.
Game number 4. Let's see what this has in store for us today. A little 3-piece from blue team. Recovery into Nair. Everyone has a weapon now. Wow, what a team combo from red team. And they keep it going. They keep it going! They keep it going! D-Light Cider into the D-Sig! Oh my god! Jeezy almost hit the down air into Cider as well. That was fucking wild. Red team going fucking ballistic. Not even 30 seconds into the game. D-Light Nair goes. Bamya almost getting the KO off the top there. The end light. Stomp Cider on Ahmed's side. Cider coming out. End light. Cider from Marker. Will not KO Bamya just yet. Stomp Cider from Ahmed. Nice punish from Marker there with the end light. Side light Nair. Weapon throw down Nair from Cheesy. Will not hit either. Nair coming out on Bamya, and that is the KO right there. Ensig gets punished by a side light. Another side light. A triple side light. Ahmed DI'd up. No punish for that one. No way of predicting that. Well, there is a way of predicting. But the recovery coming out from Ahmed will KO Cheese, and the little team combo ending off with a Nair will take out Marker as well. Ahmed on 2 stocks, but 149 damage. Needs to keep their stock as much as possible. Bamya doing a bunch of damage on the gauntlets there. Nair coming out. Stomp side air. Down air. Side light waiting for the Ensig. The D-Sig will hit, but it will not KO Ahmed. I thought it would. Recovery coming out from Bamya. Then the Nair catches end light on Ahmed, but it will not KO just yet. Oh my god. What's going on? D-Light side air. Coming out. Bamya saving their teammate with that recovery. Stomp. Nair coming out. Will not KO Bamya. Nice punish to the punish from Marker, getting the KO, and the cider at the end killing Ahmed as well. They do have the lead again. Again, not that much. They're on 2 stock. Red. Nice reverse DC coming out from Cheese. Side light goes for the down air. Bamya not falling for it. Bamya hits the nair, and that is the KO right there. Marker getting a lot of damage in on Bamya and a little bit on Ahmed. Side light. Nair coming out. Side light coming out from Ahmed. Double side light. And light coming out from Bamya. Marker still on their 2nd stock, by the way. Just felt like mentioning. Cider coming out. Cider from Ahmed. Nair coming out from Cheese. Cheese really needs to keep their stock here if they want to win this. They really need to play it safe. Recovery coming out. Bamya gets the KO. Now Cheese. Really bad spot. They do make it back onto the stage. The Ensig will not KO. The D-Light recovery will also not KO. Nice dodge on Bamya. The down air will also not KO just yet. Recovery coming out from Cheese. Cider from Marker. Recovery from Bamya, and that is the KO right there. Nair, recovery, end light. D-Light Nair. That's a pretty decent combo. Nair into the end light, into the Ensig, and that is the victory for Bamya and Ahmed. They won 3-1. Congratulations. That was fucking crazy. That was so crazy. well played. Well played for anyone who played in this tournament. Thank you guys so much for watching. What a tournament. Oh my god, what a tournament. And I was right. The games were going too fast. We were only 3 hours in and the tournament's already done, and I started like 20 minutes before we started streaming any games. So that was a really, really, really fast, rapid, strong, aggressive, fast, tournament. Um, yeah, that shit was fucking sick. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for participating. Now